Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat. And I know it's Wednesday and I haven't done a review in a while because I'm still getting over my lymph node infection. But I had to record a video because of what happened today. Now, if you're not on the forums or any other major wrestling news sites, then you have no idea this has happened. But if you are on wrestling web forums or review sites, then you know. I want to tell you this, my thought process on this. I went to bed early, thanks to the Benadryl that I was taking to keep my fever down. I wake up this morning and decide, let me go on the CBR wrestling forum and see what's going on. See what kind of news is going on today. CM Punk's trying to get his name trademarked. Alicia Fox has been injured by Kong. And then I started seeing some talk about who Randy Orton will defend his title against first. I'm like, wait a minute. Randy Orton has a title? When did that happen? And lo and behold, last night at the recording at the SmackDown taping, Christian dropped the World Heavyweight title to Randy Orton. There are no words for what I'm feeling right now. It's honestly, I want to cry. Honestly, truly, I want to cry because this is a travesty. Now, I know why WWE did this, because with Edge's untimely retirement, they needed a face for SmackDown. They needed someone to carry the brand, and right now they picked Randy Orton, but he can't be the face of SmackDown without having the title. So they had Christian drop the title to him. This was just very upsetting to me because any long-time professional wrestling fan know that we have waited, because last Sunday was a moment that myself and a lot of professional wrestling fans of the WWE, have been waiting for the past 6 years. And you couldn't write a better moment than this. Christian fighting for the memory of his best friend who retired early because of an injury, fighting against the man who put him out, for no other words to say, in a match where he made famous right in front of his best friend and wins his first ever World Heavyweight title belt. And they hug, and it is probably the most epic moment that wrestling fans, myself, probably love it. I used to say, we agree with along with a lot of people, that hell would freeze over, pigs would fly, Fox News would stop talking bad about Barack Obama before Christian becomes world champion. Hell, we even said we'd find and kill Osama bin Laden before Christian becomes world champion. And lo and behold, the same night, we get bin Laden. Oh, sorry, I flubbed up that one, but anyway. But yeah, that was the happiest night of my life. Kong killing Michelle McCool. Osama bin Laden, bullet to the eye. Christian becoming world champion. That was my week for me. I didn't need to watch anything else for that week. But then I read the spoilers and my heart broke, because Christian, it's not like John Morrison, who has a lot of backstage heat for some perceived slights that he did and his thing that he had with Melina. No, this is Christian. Christian is well liked. He's an excellent wrestler, a great talker. He has no problems in the company. Everyone gets along with Christian. And for the WWE to do this to him, give him the biggest title that he's ever gonna win, and then 2 nights later drop it to Randy Orton, on free TV. Now, there have been some transitional... So, Christian is now a transitional champion. Now, there have been some short transitional champion runs. Edge's first title run was a transitional. For those who don't understand, a transitional champion is someone who is just there to hold the belt for the next big name. Now, Edge's first title run only lasted 2 weeks, meaning that he was only holding it until Cena got it back. Now, Edge has gone on to win the belt 10 more times after that, but at the first time, it was transitional. Next would be Kane, when he had the mask. He only held it for 1 day, 24 hours, before dropping the title back to Austin. But the shortest is probably Dolph Ziggler, who only held it for about 5 minutes until he dropped the belt back to Edge. Ironically enough, which is his 11th and final title run. But to do this to Christian... Now, I can understand Kane and Dolph Ziggler. Kane at the time was nowhere near ready to hold the world title. Ziggler, he's good in the ring, but he still has a lot to work on. He needs to be able to draw his own heat. He needs to be able to talk better on the mic but he's going to be up there. He's going to be a future world champion. There are a lot of future world champions in the WWE. Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, if they give him a chance. Wade Barrett. Who else? Drew McIntyre, for one. Maybe Jack Swagger could do another run. But Christian, out of all of these guys, out of all the guys, not just on the SmackDown roster, but on the whole WWE roster as a whole, he is the one who deserves a championship run because he has put in the work. And Booker T said it best last week. He said that Christian is the most underrated person on the entire roster, and it's true. But then, I was thinking, okay, maybe they're gonna give him a rematch at the next pay-per-view. Then they're gonna give the belt back to him. Maybe they just need him to wrestle somebody more legitimate than Alberto Del Rio, who's now on Raw. But then I read a report on WrestleZone. It said that the only reason Christian got the title was because Vince wanted to milk another Edge moment. Basically, Christian winning the title was just a backdrop for Edge to milk more Edge stuff. It's basically, oh, look at this is just great stuff. Edge is there when his best friend wins the title. Oh, look at that drama. Oh, well, we're done with you. Give the belt to Randy. Christian doesn't deserve that. No. And I also found out that nobody, least of all Vince, nobody has faith in Christian becoming the face of either Raw or SmackDown, let alone a world champion. But I know you're asking yourself, what about ECW title? That means something? No, that is a fake belt. That title means jack shit. So much so that everyone who has ever been an ECW world champion, and I don't mean the original ECW, because the original ECW was awesome. I'm talking about the WWECW crap that they had for 2 years. That belt was meaningless, and nobody who has ever had it is ever going to claim it. I mean, Christian held it longer than anyone. He's not claiming it. John Morrison's on a big push right now. He's not claiming it. Mark Henry's now a heel. He's not claiming it. Matt Hardy's not claiming it. Jack Swagger's not claiming it. Kane's not claiming it. Chavo Guerrero is not claiming it. Even RVD and Tommy Dreamer are not claiming that belt. It's not a legitimate belt, so why claim it? So, I feel a myriad of emotions. I mean, I feel disappointment that such an awesomely epic moment has come to such an inauspicious and pitiful end. I feel disgust that they would do something like this to somebody like Christian, who really deserves a longer title reign. And I feel sadness because that's it for Christian. As they just heard, as I just told you, they have no faith in him, so that means he's never going to get another title shot. If he does, he's not going to win it. That's it for Christian. I mean, everyone knows that Christian is worthy enough. He has the credentials enough to actually carry a belt. I mean, he was TNA World Champion twice. Both times he was never pinned or submitted for that belt. He lost them both, I think, at Slammiversary's King of the Mountain match. And he literally held that company together. He was the face of TNA for a long time, and he had lengthy and very epic title runs and had some very epic feuds with a lot of great wrestlers in the ring. And when we knew that when he came to WWE, we all knew that Vince wasn't going to give him a title shot. He wasn't going to get anywhere near any major legitimate goal, and we were like, yeah, he's not going to do it. He doesn't like TNA guys. And now, for the first time, a former TNA World Champion goes to WWE and becomes World Champion, only to hold it for 2 days. I seriously want to cry. I'm not joking. I want to shed tears right now because Christian has, sorry for the phone, but Christian has seriously, he deserves better, honestly. He really deserves better. I mean, if Kane, of all people, can get a great title run last year where he went over on his brother, The Undertaker, 3 times in 3 straight pay-per-views, how come Christian can't? Why not? I honestly don't know what Christian's feeling right now. I don't know if he's okay with this, but sorry about that. I'm not sure if he's okay with it or not. I'm not sure how he's feeling right now, but if I were him, I'd feel disappointed. I'd feel sad and cheated and just fucked up the ass. Honestly, Christian does deserve better. So I'm not gonna watch SmackDown this Friday night. I'm not gonna review it. Not even gonna waste my time with it. I'm gonna watch Smallville. I'm gonna watch Generator Rex. Been missing a lot of that show. I'm gonna watch everything but SmackDown, because if I watch SmackDown and I see that match, and people have been saying it's a great match, and I don't like missing great matches, but I really wouldn't be able to take it. I wouldn't be able to deal with the reality of Christian just being robbed out of his title and knowing that he'll never get a taste of that ever again. Simply for the fact that no one in the back has faith in him. You fucked up, WWE. You fucked up Royal. Christian, you deserve better. Well, that's my rant for this video. And all I gotta say, well, I'm gonna turn off this camera, I'm gonna go cry into my pillow. And Joe's gonna join me, because this is just this is a crime.